And the countdown has completed. Oh, this is so incredibly exciting. Is this going to determine our first qualifier to the Challenger League? Nathanius, take it away.
Oh, Jorsar, I know, man. I just so intense. We've been casting all day, and we're finally here. And it's just two guys. One of them, though, in the top left position, is up one game. Can he seal the deal? Play one last game of StarCraft and pick this up. It is NRS's Welmu. And this guy in the bottom right position, as our red Protoss player, would love for nothing more than to play 2 more games. Of course, winning both of them and getting himself that coveted Challenger League position. It is coming in from Wasp Tarrantius. Jorsar, I gotta say though, one thing I was thinking about just looking at Tarrantius' name is it just makes me, I think about bugs when I think about him, because he's got Wasp and he's got Tarrantius. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Tarantula, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I can see that. And wasps are pretty scary as well, man. Like they're not like bees. They can sting you and then they don't die. They can come back for round 2. They're pretty annoying.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna need quite a sting to come back in this match, I think. Welmu is definitely shown he's not too scared of Tarrantius, but no proxy play this game at all.
Yep, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a more normal game this time around on Belshir and Vestige. Both players could be going for both of their gases a little bit early on, but we do see 2 workers in each, so pretty much a stylistic preference as we spoke about before, as the cybernetics cores now get put down.
Yeah, and another one tiny thing to note is that not only have both players done this double probe per gas style, but they've also put 1 pylon right in the little crux by the back of the mineral line. Kind of makes me wonder if either of them are going to be planning to proxy tech, perhaps both of them going to hide a little bit of tech, maybe even... No, I won't say it, but we do have double gateways going up for both of these players, Jarsar.
We do indeed. It looks like it could very well be a Stalker opening from both of these guys now as their cybernetics cores respectively finish off. It's going to be a little while before we see variation in play. Of course, just a very stable opening, able to use those units early on to pick off units and indeed scouting probes if spotted from range. So I don't really think either player has much of an advantage at the moment. It's identical, like a mothership core for Tarrantius is a couple of seconds faster. Nothing major, really. Let's wait and see what kind of tech they're going to go out with here. Is there anything in particular that you think we're more likely to see here on Belshir Vestige?
Well, I feel like there's a lot of options for pretty much anything, but already we see Welmu throwing down this 3rd gateway, which is an indication he wants to go just for that straightforward pressure. They kind of won with in game number 1, of course. Situation was a little bit different, but if he overwhelms Tarrantius very quickly with his 3 stalkers and can secure any kind of early advantage by picking off 1 or 2 of these units, it will definitely be huge for him. But Tarrantius is actually already doing a little bit of actual health damage to one of Welmu's stalkers. He is being active with that mothership core as well, and it's going to be a Stargate for Tarrantius.
Alright, so we have a Stargate and a robotics facility going down on opposite ends of the map at the moment. A forward pylon has gone down for both players. Welmu in the possibly most central position I would ever imagine a forward pylon going down. A little bit of an attack in the middle of the map. Unable to get too much damage done on this mothership core. He's trying to run away. The stalkers might catch up and do a bit more damage to it. Actually needs to be careful there. And the proxy pylon for Tarrantius is in the top right-hand corner of the map. The mothership core does get sniped off.
Yeah, a really nice pickup there. These stalkers are trying to chase back and grab that weak stalker, but it does look like for now Tarrantius taking this engagement pretty well. The rest of the stalkers are going to show up though for Welmu, and the mothership core may fall. Nice pick up. He's trying to micro back the weakest of the stalkers. If he can keep that alive, that will be very big. In terms of unit counts right now, we do have the stalker count looking very close, slightly favoring Welmu as Tarrantius is trying to get a nexus with this oracle he's producing. I'm not so sure this is going to bode terribly well for dealing with this pressure.
No, not after losing that Mothership core. I think that could actually make things very difficult because the amount of money used in that Nexus may very well be used for an extra round of Warpins from Welmu, and he's showing it at the moment. His Stalker count is now getting even higher. He's sniping up the Mothership for a second time this game now, and he's at 5 Stalkers to 1, so I'm not sure this is the correct decision. Tarrantius he's being very pressured right now, and I think Welmu might just be able to take this game here.
Yeah, he's just doing so much damage. The Stalker does come up for Tarrantius, but you're right. Welmu bringing in 3 more of his own. It's just probes versus Stalkers. And of course, Tarrantius knowing his life is on the line. He is being pushed to the very edge here, but I just don't know if he's going to be able to get enough. He won't leave the game terribly quickly just because this is pretty much it for him in this qualifier. But he is losing way too much for anyone to recover from. GG Rats from Tarrantius.
Wow.